Hey guys, I'm Bobbi Pack. Today on Ready, Set, Cook, we are going to be making an amazing appetizer. It's stuffed mushrooms with Philadelphia cream cheese, the whipped kind with onions and chives. Awesome. Like I said, guys, I have some scallions today, and a lot of people think that you can't use these guys. You can. You can use those, and they add, they just add something to it. And so I use them. I like it. So I'm going to cut my tops off, get rid of those, and cut these guys up. You can cut them whatever size you want, okay? It's completely up to you. And again, I kind of eyeball it on these guys, just kind of grab it together and put them in there, because this is going to be to taste. And whatever's easiest for you, whatever tastes better, whatever you think, is what definitely I would use. So I'm going to put my scallions in there. I've got my chive and onion Philadelphia cream cheese, which, oh my gosh, this is going to kill me. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Oh, man, you don't even know. That's just amazing. You can eyeball your salt and pepper. I like to make sure that I have it right, just because I don't want too much salt. So I do about 1/4 of a teaspoon. If that doesn't look like enough, I'm going to go ahead and do another 1/4 of a teaspoon. For my pepper, I'm going to do 1/2 of a teaspoon. Add a little bit of kick there to it. Go ahead and put that. It smells so good, because everybody knows how amazing sausage is. So just add something. Like I said, guys, we're near Gilroy, California. I'm on the Central Coast, so garlic capital of the world. If you ever get a chance to go through there, you drive through there, and it's just like, it's amazing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get one of my little guys here, and basically, I'm going to squeeze. I have 3 garlic cloves in there right now. I'm going to squeeze those, and you can, it's again, the garlic, guys, it's going to be to taste. It's pretty much going to be whatever, however much you really, really like garlic. My family loves it. I put it on everything. My husband always laughs at me. Here's 2 more, guys, because he says that I put way too much. He makes fun of me because he says it's either garlic or it's onion that I put in everything. Go ahead and dump that all in there. You're going to want to dump it in there when it's hot, because now we are going to put our Philadelphia cream cheese, onion, and chives right in there, because it's so good, you guys, so good. So you're going to want to kind of put this guy in there, okay? I'm going to go ahead and use, I cut it in half just in case, because sometimes I look at it and I think, smell-o-vision. See, that's what somebody needs to invent. You need to go invent smell-o-vision. They have 3D TV, they have 4D TV. Go invent smell-o-vision, because I'm guaranteed you'd be a millionaire right away. Absolutely. Especially when you watch the Food Channel and you're just like, oh, and you're just in awe sitting there watching it thinking, I want to smell that so bad. So I went ahead and I got all that together. We've got it all munched up. What I'm going to do, I got my Gouda cheese out, and you can, I personally like to grate all my cheese. I really do, because it's just I don't know, it just feels better, and it just seems like it's better. I don't know. That's just me. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to get this is my pan that I'm actually going to put my mushrooms in. Some people put them flat on a baking sheet. You can do whatever you want. I put them in a bowl because I like them touching, and then I can put cheese all over the bottom of it. Of course, that's what your Beverly Hills chef did. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to take my cheese, and I'm going to go ahead and grate it, and I grate it right over the exact pan that I am going to put my mushrooms in when it's time to put them in the oven. That way it's just easier. Whatever you want to do. Like I said, guys, it's completely up to you. It needs to be to taste. It needs to be what you want. It needs to be what you think your guests want. And hey, like I said, you can use different cheeses. Mozzarella is a really good one to use. I have used mozzarella. I've used sharp cheddar. I've used pepper jack. The pepper jack is what you're going to want to use, like I said, if you want to do a Mexican kind of meal. That's what you're going to want to do. That's what you're going to want to use, because it's going to really add that to it. And that's awesome. Okay, guys, so what I'm going to do here is I've got all my cheese on the bottom, okay? So my cheese is on the bottom there. Position it kind of how you want it. High, it's up to you, up to taste, however much you want to put in it. Okay, I'm going to take my mushrooms, cut the stem out, and I'm going to put them together, kind of touching, right in the bowl, right in there. Get them together and make sure oh gosh, I am just so excited to eat this. This is just going to be amazing. And it's up to you, like I said, 12 to 15. It's up to you. You can do whatever you want, whatever, if you're feeding a humongous dinner party, like, so like your husband or you got a promotion at work and you're going to have a ginormous party at your house, then hey, make some more. But if you got the promotion, your husband better be making these, not you, because that would just, he better be saying, woohoo, yeah. Okay, guys, I've got all of them in there. They're all pushed right next to each other. Now, what I'm going to do is I've got my sausage and my Philadelphia cream cheese, my chives, my salt and pepper, all in there, and I'm going to stuff them, okay? You can do them however you want to stuff them. It's completely up to you how you want to do these, guys. Sometimes I use my fingers. Of course, I wash my hands. But sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just use my fingers. And the thing that I've had to learn when I started cooking for other people, and I love to entertain. So, and a lot of my husband's active duty Army. So a lot of his soldiers come over and we entertain. We have their wives, their kiddos, you know, stuff like that over. So I've had to learn that you can't lick your fingers. And it's very, very hard not to lick your fingers. When you're cooking for your family or you're cooking for yourself, lick your fingers. But when I'm sitting here thinking, oh my goodness, I'm going to have, you know, my husband's colonel over and his wife, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I don't want to lick my fingers, you know. But anyhow, you're going to want to stuff these guys. I put them right on top of the mushroom with, oh man, this smells so good. And with the Philadelphia cream cheese, guys, you can use the whipped, you can use the regular, you can use whatever. There's a Mexican, like a Mexican kind of blend. It's like a Fiesta one. We're going to use that later on this week when we make our Philadelphia cream cheese entree. And so that's one you can use. Whatever you want. This is your dish. And you know what the awesome thing about this is? You're going to have some of this, you're going to have some of the stuffing left over. And you know what? I eat it. I have to. It's so good. That's the thing. You can just eat it by yourself. It's just amazing. So make sure you get these guys stuffed good. I sometimes overstuff them. I kind of put some just kind of chilling around in different spots. You can do that. It's completely up to you, whatever you want to do. I like to make sure that those guys are stuffed. And so we're going to use a little bit more Gouda. Like I said, you can use mozzarella on the top. You can use sharp cheddar. You can use whatever you want. I just am absolutely in love with this cheese. So I use it constantly. I put it in everything. And oh, pizza on pizza. Oh my gosh, it's so good. So what we're going to do is we're going to grate our cheese right on top of these guys. Just keep going. Put as much cheese as you want. I over cheese it, and I know, but you know what? Oh, you can't go wrong with cheese. You really seriously cannot go wrong with cheese. So if you over cheese it, that's okay. Not a big deal. Because when they get done and they have cooled to put on the serving table for your guests for when they arrive, they're going to pull them and the cheese is just going to come up and you're going to see that cheese there, and oh man, it's just amazing. It's kind of like when you go to like your favorite pizza parlor and you grab that slice of pizza and the cheese just, and you're just like, oh, because it just tastes, oh, and it just looks amazing and you know it tastes good. So here's what I did. I went ahead and put all my cheese on top of there. It kind of looks like a casserole, but trust me, it's not going to when you get done with it. Like I said, French fried onions. I like the kick, okay? So you can put this on under the cheese or you can put it on top of the cheese. I put it on top of the cheese because when I put it in the oven and it gets done, it browns and it looks so good. So I'm going to go ahead and put my French fried onions right on top of all my mushrooms in here. And I'm going to spread it with parsley because I love parsley. And you can use fresh parsley. You can use parsley from, you know, just the can of it. You can use whatever you want. It's completely up to you how you want to do this. That's the fun thing about these stuffed mushrooms is you can play with them, put different things in them, put different things on them, and it's going to be great every single time. Now this is my garnishment, okay? So I'm just going to kind of sprinkle these guys right on top there because it looks really good when you get done. And it just adds a little something to it. And I love parsley. It smells so good. I love parsley. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to stick these in the oven for at 350. Let's try this. Oh, man. That is just insane. Stuffed mushrooms, guys. Sausage, Philadelphia cream cheese whipped. I use the chives and onions today, which I would recommend 150%.